Hi there, and welcome to the World Silver Gods YouTube channel. In this video, we're going to discuss most of the silver coinage of Mexico. Like Canada, Mexico has tons of different silver coinages, and you'll have no trouble finding Mexican silver coinage at any coin show, coin shop, or on eBay. And a lot of it is larger size coins, which goes with our seeming theory that larger coins seem to sell better. And another great thing is that a lot of it has the fineness listed right on the coin. Lay 0.9. But without getting ahead of ourselves, we'll go step by step. And in this video, we're just going to talk about the larger size coins. I don't have too much smaller Mexican coinage. I don't seem to come across it that often. And there's just so much large size coins out there that I choose to bulk up on those first before I really concentrate on smaller size Mexican coinage. But without further ado, most Mexican silver is 0.7205 with a few big exceptions. But definitely if you don't like messing around with tiny little fractional coins, Mexican silver is the cheapest and probably best way to go. Now, Mexico is a huge silver producer, and it's been producing for centuries. And it's got a long coinage history, but most of what you'll encounter, is from about the turn of the century. Anything before that is probably going to be numismatic, like 8 reals, pieces of 8. So I don't really worry about that too much. But we can occupy ourselves with mostly pesos. The silver coinage is denominated mostly in pesos, from 1 to 100 pesos. And the first one that you'll encounter was from 1918 to 1945. This is the peso. It's 0.7205 fine. It's a really nice coin. Although, from 1947 to 1949, the peso was 0.5 fine. In 1950, it was 0.3 fine. And in 1957 to 1967, it was 0.1 fine, or roughly the amount of silver in a U.S. war nickel. This is the 0.1 fine silver peso. Now, of the dates I just mentioned, the most common you encounter are going to be the 1918 to 1945 peso and the 57 to 67 peso. The 57 to 67 peso is basically the smallest amount of silver you can possibly get in a common coin. I like them, but they're kind of bulky, and it definitely takes a lot of them to be worth a significant amount of silver, so definitely want to keep that in mind. However, if you're a copper bug, which a lot of people tend to like to diversify, these do have 0.1 silver, but they also have 0.9 of bronze. So if you want to sort of dual hedge in that manner, that might be a good way to go. And these are typically really cheap. If you look up the price of a U.S. war nickel, that's a good reference for the price that these are. Although we want to get them less than that, of course. But that's about roughly almost exactly the same amount of silver. I've got a lot of these. Next, you have the 5 peso coin, which I don't have, unfortunately, but it was from 1947 to 1948. It was 0.9 fine, and it's a huge coin, one of the largest coins. I think it's 30 grams. It's got an Aztec warrior on it. Those are really popular. There's not a whole heck of a lot of them that I've come across, but if you do, I always like those. The 5 peso coin from 1950 to 1959 was 0.720 fine. Again, we have that recognizable number. These and the other later coins that we're going to be looking at are U.S. silver dollar size. So again, we've got that whole, big coins are good mantra. Next, we have 10 peso coins. These are issued from 1955 to 1960. and all of them are 0.9 fine. And there are several different commemorative issues between them. Some of them have, for example, Miguel Hidalgo. Some of them have these two gentlemen on there. And some others have landscape or Aztec designs. But all of them are 10 pesos, and all of them will say the fineness on there. The coin right here, this is the 1 peso from 1918 to 1945. I don't know if you can see it, but right there it says 0.720. These are 0.9 fine. These are 10 pesos. Okay. The next, probably more common ones you'll encounter are the 25 peso coin and the 100 peso coin. The 25 peso coin is 0.62 fine. I'm sorry, 0.720 fine, and it was made in 1968 only. And all of them look like this. They're the Olympic commemorative. When the Olympics were hosted in Mexico City, they have an Aztec warrior playing in a ball court, and it's got the Olympic rings. And on the back, it says 25 pesos and 0.720 fineness. Okay, really meaty coin, pretty common. I think they made 25 million of them. These are one of the many coins you'll often see in Mexico silver coinage at coin shows. Very popular. And another one that you'll see, this is a 100 pesos. These were made from 1977 to 1979. And they are also 0.720 fine. They have Miguel Hidalgo on the obverse. Okay, and these are really big coins. They're silver dollar size, so these are pretty popular with just guys who like to grab big coins, and they're usually pretty cheap. Both of these coins are typically your best buys. These and the 1 peso coin. 1 peso coin from 1959 to 1957 to 1967. So as you'll notice, all these coins are pretty big. So hopefully, if you're interested in investing in silver and you don't want to mess around with puny stuff, you'll happily find your niche with Mexico coins, because all these are very cheap, and they're all really meaty and really big, and I'm a big fan of them. So in another video, we'll discuss the smaller Mexican coins that you're likely to come across. But as I reiterate, these are so common. There's so many out there that you can fulfill your silver interests many times over with just these coins. So get out there, start looking, and I'm sure with very little effort you'll find a lot of Mexican silver coinage anywhere you look that sells coins. All right, thanks a lot.